Hey, Skywalkers! It's been a minute.
Yeah, we had to skip last week because it was such a busy work week.
Yes, but we did repost our Who Jibs episode in lieu of a new episode.
Yay. And also, April is happening
Yes, it
on
is.
the other end of fandom.
So go over there to Talking Apes, and you'll see the brand new episode where we celebrate the month of April.
Yes. Oh, Skywalker's Academy coming in with a hello there.
Hello there.
Which we just rewatched the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Mhm.
And he says it. It's so cute. They wait to give us that little moment.
We gotta wonder why Ewan McGregor didn't say it at D23 when they announced Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I thought they did.
No. They
Oh,
Kathleen Kennedy introduced him, and then he's
yes.
walked out on stage.
No, she says, "Okay, please. Oh yeah, please tell me. Are you playing Obi-Wan
Yeah.
Kenobi?" He's like,
Well, even
Yes.
before he
"Uh-huh."
gets there,
Yeah.
they announced him,
Right.
and he should have, before you even saw him, he should have said hello there,
Yeah. It was super
and
fun.
then everyone would have known.
Yeah.
But you know what? We got the series, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And now we're on a rewatch of Andor.
Mhm.
Woohoo! It's so fun.
All while watching Bad Batch.
Yes. Ooh, Bad Batch.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, should we get started on our recording? Oh, also, I'm glad you guys are tuning in. Note that our things we want to share will be on Wednesday at 6 p.m. this week. Sorry, we've had to move it around, but
we
let's
blame
just-
Mother Nature.
Yes.
It rained and it moved things that we had planned for the weekend, moved them to the beginning of the week.
Yeah. So
So-
now you'll be working during our usual 6 p.m. Monday time.
Yes.
So we had to move it to Wednesday because tomorrow we have stuff going on. So yeah. So thanks for bearing with us, and we hope you guys are keeping abreast of that. On our Facebook events, it always says what day it will be.
Yes.
Or if you're
But we've-
always subscribed with notifications to our YouTube.
We did forewarn everyone in the beginning. This is a very fluid schedule.
Yeah, we don't have a normal
No,
9 to 5 schedule. Okay, but we appreciate you following us whenever.
Yeah,
So-
lots of things to share this week.
Yes, and then even more to share next week.
Oh.
Okay, but as it is, we should record our episode.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Episode 457 coming your way.
All right, I hit record. Do your clappy thing.
For the bathroom first.
Of course you do.
No, I don't. Here we go.
Oh, that's my line.
That's your line, yes. Ready when you are.
This
No
is-
hurry. Just do it.
Okay.
We're all waiting.
This is what you can look forward to on episode 457 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! Do you know all the Star Wars Disney Parks crossovers? And do you know how the Darth Vader ballet fits in? And is it canon? Lots to discuss very soon, but right now we have to stay right here because we want to welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my fuzzy-headed wife, Sarah.
That's because I'm wearing Disney Parks Ewok ears that Ashley Eckstein designed. So, of course, I had to wear them for our Disney Parks plus Star Wars crossover episode. Very, very exciting.
But it makes your head very fuzzy, so I want to do this. Rub, 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 rub.
I know, they're so cute. I love them. Okay. All right. Well, Skywalkers, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, and pop culture fandom. So it's time for your weekly Wookiee Hug and a little sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers. Right now, we are recording this episode live on the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel. So if you want to watch us live, catch us, see how the sausage is made, so to speak, then everyone go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search Skywalking Through Neverland and then click on the little bell for notifications, as I know many of you have already done and are watching us live right now. So thank you.
The last episode we did, we asked everyone if they could get us to the next tier, which was 88.25. And
Okay.
they did it.
8,825. Yeah.
8,825.
Nice.
We had like 5 to go.
Uh,
So unless you ask for something, you don't get it. So we asked if you could please get us to that next level. You have to take someone's phone, maybe over the Easter weekend. You borrow your relative's phone and just hit subscribe.
Someone did something.
You know what? We're going to look the other way. We don't ask questions, but we're glad you got us to that next tier.
Yes. Thank you,
So,
Skywalkers.
How about now we ask them for the next favor?
Oh, okay.
Get us to the 8830 mark. That's just 5 more
5
subscribers.
more. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't take too much.
You know who can do it? The Skywalkers.
Yay.
Thank you in advance.
All right. Well, in this episode, we are revving up to the new Season of the Force at Disneyland Resort by going over the previous 37 years of Star Wars and Disney Parks crossovers, because there have been Star Tours, Star Wars Weekends, Star Wars Nights, Galactic Spectaculars, and we also give a nod to a captain named EO. Sit tight, we'll be there in a few minutes.
Now, we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world. And best of all, their service is free of charge. So head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you, or just whisper Skynet. Yes.
Now we are recording this episode from Long Beach, California on April 1st, 2024.
We promise this is not an April Fool's show.
No, it's not.
No, not whatsoever. We did a couple of those, and then we thought, okay, we got it out of our system.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to do at least one, right?
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right, now we are recording this from Long Beach, California on the 1st of April.
That's right. I said that already.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, where's my head?
I don't know.
April Fools.
Oh! Actually, you know why you were confused? Because it's my line.
Oh.
Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked, because we have to wish a happy 41st birthday to Matt Lanter, who was born on this day, April the 1st, 1983.
Do you know what that makes me officially?
Older than Matt Lanter.
A cougar.
There's something going on between you and Matt Lanter that I don't know about?
No, just because I think he's cute and I'm older than him.
I don't think 2 years makes you
No,
a cougar.
it's true. I know. It's just funny.
No. 2 years makes you more of a loft cat.
Okay, that works. By the way, I just want to point this out. Kelly Turkel is tuning in, and she says that she and her sister are leaving on a cruise. That Small World Vacation helped them book.
Oh,
They're
nice.
leaving in 2 days. It's her birthday cruise. Not a
Whoa.
Christmas cruise, but a birthday cruise.
Well, happy birthday to Kelly Turkel.
Woo-hoo.
And when you went over there, did you tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you, or did you whisper Skynet? Because if you whispered Skynet, I'm sure they were very confused. We never keyed them into this new catchphrase, this new secret word. Like, Skynet, what are you talking about?
I know, it's funny. Also, welcome, Justin. Thank you for watching, Justin. I
Hey.
can't remember. We'll have to find them.
Yeah, we did the April Fool's episode years ago.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Where I think we played our first episode.
Oh, it was probably like the second year in,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
I don't know what we did, but it was funny then.
Nice.
All right, but you know what else is funny?
Yes,
You considering yourself a cougar to Matt Lanter?
I know.
Well, speaking
I'm closer in age to him than I am to you.
what are you saying
I'm
to
not
me?
saying
Is this a
anything.
secret coded message? That's not so secret or coded?
Ma'am.
We'll
We'll get into that.
We'll get into that in just a second, okay?
Okay.
Because first, if you don't know who Matt Lanter is, he's very adorable. Well, of course, he voiced Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Rebels, Forces of Destiny, and the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. And he was also on an episode of The Mandalorian. It was Chapter 6, The Prisoner, where he played Republic officer Lanat Devan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to tell you what happened to his character, but
Aw,
we won't be seeing him again.
no. I think that tells all, but that's
Right,
okay.
yeah. And he didn't just voice characters. He was also in movies and TV shows. We met him like the week after we saw his film Vampires Suck,
Yes.
which was a Twilight parody. You know, back in the early 2000s, there were all those parodies of all the horror films, or
Right.
just parodies of teen movies and horror films and scary movies. He was in a movie called Vampires Suck, and we saw him at a Clone Wars screening down in Hollywood, where no one knew his face. They
Yeah.
didn't know what he looked like, but we knew who he was. We went outside, we talked to him for a few minutes. We said, "Yeah, we just saw Vampires Suck," and he looked at us and said, "Thank you."
Yeah, and that he played the
Thank you.
Team Jacob character.
Ye-
You know, he was like the Jacob.
No, he was the Edward. He was
Are you
the
sure?
vampire.
No. Was
Ye-
he?
Yes.
He looks more
Yeah, he
okay.
looks more like a Robert Pattinson type. He was the
Really?
vampire character.
Okay.
right.
I
And
guess we'd have to watch it again.
So he was in movies, he was in TV shows, he was in the series Jupiter's Legacy in 2021, and he was in Timeless.
Timeless.
This is a series that ran from 2016 to 2018 and should still be going on today.
It is such an amazing time travel show. He played Wyatt. He was kind of the love interest plus like the soldier of the three who went back in time, and he's so dreamy, you guys. Just dreamy.
Yeah, we
character.
get it. We get it. Matt Lanter is dreamy. We get it.
Oh, by the way, he was also on like 90210 or one of those teen series where he
Right.
was a teen.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
the new iteration.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, that was way back. But okay, I know. I still
All
love
right.
you, Sweeney.
Tell everyone that your Matt Lanter story.
I will, but you help facilitate it because you know that I think he's dreamy and you have full confidence in me.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So at Star Wars Celebration 2022, so we were lucky enough to get into the Matt Lanter and Ashley Eckstein breakfast. They announced this, tickets sold out immediately because there was only 160 slots. We were able to get in, and it was really cool because they had like an informal Q&A during the whole breakfast, and we got these ears plus some other fun stuff. And yeah, so basically,
go ahead. Oh, okay, let me preface this. At the very end, we had like 5 more minutes, and Ashley Eckstein and Matt Lanter said, "Okay, we have time for one more question."
Yes, and Richard, you're very good at going over here.
I pulled the Horseshack and did the ooh.
Yeah.
And
you did.
immediately they both turned to me like, who's this maniac?
What is it? Yeah.
Is Horseshack here?
So we are gonna play what you asked him, and we'll maybe preface what he said.
Yeah, there was
'cause it's kinda hard to
one
hear.
question that I knew I had to ask him before the day was out.
Yeah, and I got a bit of your question on camera because you started asking. And I'm like, oh crap, I should be recording. So here you go. It starts in the middle of your question.
Timeless fans.
Oh,
After every episode, she always says, "I can't wait for the day where Matt Lanter calls me ma'am."
oh. This is my wife, Sarah.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
So in the show,
Yes.
Matt Lanter, who plays Wyatt,
Yeah.
he's very, very not
He's good soldiers follow orders.
yes.
That's how he is.
Yes. And he's got a lot of etiquette, so he
Yes.
calls women ma'am.
Right.
And
Right. But over the course of the show, you gradually see that ma'am means I love you.
Mhm.
It's like his way of saying,
and
I love
Sarah
you.
always she was counting on the days until the day where Matt Lanter would call her ma'am.
yes.
So this last question, I had to say, hey, we are big Clone Wars and Rebels fans, but we're also big Timeless fans.
Yes.
And my wife, her one of her bucket list items is for you to call her ma'am. He turned around to you and
How you doing, ma'am?
How you doing, ma'am?
You can hardly
As
hear
you can
him.
tell by the camera, it was
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So yeah, they called me ma'am and you took my hand. Oh, Twitter paid it. Oh. Okay.
So the rest of the day, Sarah was just on cloud 9.
It's true. It's so funny.
Well, you know what?
Kelly agrees.
What?
Matt Lanter's very cute. She knows him from 90210.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
he's definitely
Yeah.
a pinup boy. But he's got the chops behind it.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. If you saw Timeless,
Oh,
and his
yeah.
his voice work got to the point where whenever I would read a book with Anakin Skywalker, I would hear Matt Lanter's voice.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. To me, he is Anakin. He does a great job. So kudos to Matt.
So happy 41st birthday to Sarah's second love, Matt Lanter. All right, with that, now let's see what happens when worlds collide as Star Wars crosses into the Disney Parks multiverse.
Okay. Thanks for bearing with us. I love that story. So fun. Okay.
Yeah. And Pierre
Pierre.
Kelly,
Welcome,
you got
Pierre.
interviewed by somebody.
I don't know. Maybe he came in the middle of the conversation.
Oh.
That we were. Yeah. Hi, Pierre.
Hey, Pierre.
I'm glad you guys are watching. All right, here we go. Season of the Force 2024 is coming this week, this Friday, April 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And we are so excited. This is coming to Disneyland. So as we were making plans, we started to think back on all the Star Wars and Disney parks tie-ins, and we had a lot of fun going through them. So now in preparation for this amazing event, we're going to share this discussion and all these events with all of you. So we're not going to just go through so we'll go through not just the big crossovers like Galaxy's Edge and Star Tours, but also the first season of The Force, Galactic Nights parties, and Star Wars weekends. And for those of you who are watching now, if you want to comment on anything that you have done or Star Wars themed in the parks, please let us know.
Yeah, it was really fun going over these because we forgot about some of these events.
Yeah.
The Run Disney and the Galactic Nights. Like, oh, wait a minute. There are so many tie-ins. So let's share this discussion now with the Skywalkers. And as an honorable mention, we'll kick things off with Captain EO. Now, this is a 17-minute 3D short film shown at the Disney parks, which started in 1986 and went up until 1998. And the film was written by George Lucas, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, and starring Michael Jackson.
Yes.
So I would say this is Star Wars related. I would say this is Star Wars adjacent.
Yes, definitely. And I think we might not even have Star Wars in Disney parks if it weren't for this.
The success of Captain EO.
Exactly.
The ILM visual effects looked like they were lifted right out of Star Wars. Hooter, one of the pilots on Captain EO's ship, he looks like a descendant of Max Rebo.
He really does.
The double-headed navigator and pilot, Idie and Odie, looks like Fode and Bede, who were the two-headed pod racer announcers, yeah. Yeah, the announcers, yeah. And you start to see some things that were creeping into the prequels and some things from the original trilogy. So let's call this Star Wars adjacent.
Right. And it also helped this relationship between George Lucas and Disney parks develop.
Yes. And also it kind of mended the relationship between Disney and Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh.
We had a big disagreement on the way that profits should be dispersed during American Graffiti.
Oh, okay.
Coppola said, I'll take all of this. And Lucas said, I'll take this, but I'll give some to Richard Dreyfuss and Ron Howard and Harrison Ford.
Okay.
So Lucas didn't like the way Francis Ford Coppola handled that. So they parted ways for a while and then came back for Captain EO. And there was a couple of little Japanese films which they worked with. But I think Captain EO was the first time they worked so closely together.
Right.
And the film is just so much fun.
It really is.
It really is 80s. All the parachute pants and the
80s.
hairstyles.
Also, Angelica Houston plays
the Supreme Leader.
Yeah. So that's fun to see her in kind of a Borg role, actually.
Yeah.
The Borg Queen. But Kelly Turkel, I miss Captain EO. I do too. It's a really fun show. I wish we could go to that Tomorrowland Theater and watch it again.
Right. But after
it's seasonal, kind of.
Michael Jackson had some run-ins with the law. They thought, okay, let's pull it. And then they did bring it back after his death.
Right.
I just wish they would bring it back again because it is a stamp in Disney history and Disney Star Wars history.
And that theater is standing vacant right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And who would love to see an adventure with Captain EO and Luke Skywalker? Let's see them buddy up and go out and go on all these adventures. Or Captain EO and Han Solo. Because Han Solo will be like, EO, stop singing. Stop singing.
And add Chewie to Captain EO.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you see him dancing in the background or something? That would be so funny.
So this has got to happen, at least in a comic book, at least.
Oh, Kelly said we did a dance to the song in our yearly recital. Courtney choreographed.
Oh, wow. Oh, is there a video of this?
We want to see it.
definitely,
Oh my
definitely want to
gosh.
see that.
That is so cool. Yeah, it's such very catchy.
We are there to change. We are there to change the world, and I'm not going to change anything by singing. All right, so after the success of Captain EO, Disneyland moved ahead with Star Tours, which opened at the beginning of 1987. And this attraction can also be found at Tokyo Disneyland, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disneyland Paris. And okay, have you seen the opening ceremony, which included the Darth Vader ballet routine? Yeah, so
Yes.
there's a massive laser blaster battle, and then they celebrated by a ballet, and it was dubbed the Darth Vader Ballet, even though Darth Vader's not really in it.
No. But basically they take the end credit soundtrack to Star Wars and they choreograph this ballet.
Yeah,
So-
with Luke and Han and Leia, and there's Ewoks in the background. The droids are
Well,
there.
We'll show it. We'll show it right now.
Okay, okay.
There's no music, but just because we'd get
We
voted
get
off the air.
Booted off of YouTube.
Yeah.
All
So imagine that da, 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 the Princess Leia B part to the Star Wars end credits.
You've been warned. So
Da,
here's
da, da,
they
da,
just won the
da,
victory against the
da, da,
Empire.
da.
Well, look at that kick.
Whoa, it's Han Solo and Leia, and they're doing a ballet. Oh, Leia's very pretty.
There's Cheryl Burke.
And then
And
she's
there's Val from Dancing with the Stars. No, that's not. But wouldn't it be funny if those were dancers from Dancing with the Stars?
Yes. Okay, so basically Leia goes from Han's arms to Luke's arms, back to Han's arms, and he's twirling her around.
Vader does some twirls. There's Darth Vader in the background. Some
Oh
Ewoks.
yeah, the Ewoks are just like standing there watching. Leia's
See,
now.
now this is working because Vader's like, what is happening? How did this defeat the Empire?
So Han and Luke are both holding up Leia in their arms. So she's very high and she's got the ballet pointed toes. And now everyone, now the Wookiees and the
Oh,
Ewoks,
Now it's like the end
and
of
they're
Return
all
of the
coming
Jedi.
together and they're all, yay, celebrating.
There's a mulleted Han Solo.
Yeah. As the Star Wars scene comes back in.
And
They're all having a
Vader, who
great
was in the
time.
background, said, I want no part of this. Now, the question, who did they think they were appealing to?
I don't know. It's like, hey, we got some ballet dancers in our Disney entertainment cast, so let's make something they can do. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so bewildered by this.
Mhm.
It kind of reminds me of when I first started doing cosplay at conventions, when we called it dressing up
Yes.
back in like 1983. I was Luke Skywalker, my farm boy outfit, so proud of it. And this girl right before me went up as underdog and did a ballet routine for a science fiction convention. Yeah, I don't think she lasted more than a minute and a half, and the crowd
Aw.
just erupted in laughter, just because like what
It wasn't
what
the right
is
audience. for
underdog?
this. Right.
underdog and ballet in an audience, and
Uh,
she was so heartbroken. But know your audience.
know
your audience.
Your
And then
audience.
I had to follow that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that's the point here. Know your audience. Who is this ballet appealing to?
Yeah.
And then it got even better when R2 and 3PO forgot the scissors for George Lucas and Michael Eisner to cut the ribbon
Mhm.
for the opening of Star Tours. It kind of reminded me of our proposal when I was proposing to you, but I forgot the wedding ring,
Mhm.
and I had to call for R2D2, who rolled around the corner with the wedding ring. So this
Aw.
reminded me of that when R2 and 3PO came with the big scissors.
Nice. Oh, because Michael Eisner forgot the ribbon.
They
Forgot
forgot the scissors.
Okay.
They wanted to cut the ribbon, but we didn't bring any scissors. Now, I have no idea who was voicing Mickey, but I hope this person didn't put this on their resume.
Mm,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not
okay.
too good.
So, when was the first time you recall riding Star Tours? And anyone else in the Sky Chat, if you recall the first time you rode Star Tours, please let us
Yeah.
know.
So it must have been around 88 or 89 when I went to Walt Disney World. So
Mm.
I was at Walt Disney World and I clearly remember going to Hollywood Studios. It was called MGM,
The MGM
Studios at that
Studios, yeah.
point. But what I remember most was not riding Star Tours, but the queue. because they had the giant
The AT-ATs.
AT-ATs there
Yeah.
right outside the building.
Right outside the Ewok village.
Yeah, the Ewok village. And at that point, also they had the Honey I Shrunk the Kids area too, like very near there. So I felt like very like this was my place.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I was
This
walking into a set and yeah, it
This was Sarahland.
Yeah, it was. And at this point, I wasn't into Star Wars. That's why I don't remember the ride, because I hadn't gotten into Star Wars yet. Because this was like 89. This was before I had actually seen the movies, but I saw this cool set and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. So that's why that made an impression on me. It's just so big right there. And it was really cool. So that's the first time I rode the ride, but I didn't start really getting into it until I went with you a bunch of times and we would ride every time. The Star Tours, the original one with Captain Rex.
Blasted Captain Rex.
Yeah.
First time I did was when I came out with my friend Henry for Celebration Zero Memorial Day weekend of 1987. It's only a few months after Star Tours had come out. And my friend said, look, the line's like hours long, Rich. Let's wait until the end of the day to ride this. And for some reason I listened.
Oh.
Yeah, like, why? I want to ride it now. We came all the way across the country. We got to do this Star Wars ride. And it was just mind-blowing because now it's for this time period, it was very immersive.
So did you actually ride it?
Oh yeah, we definitely did. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was ready for a story.
No.
Okay.
But then Henry, for some reason, my friend Henry didn't ride it because I think it was going to make his stomach queasy.
Oh.
So when I got out, he said, "Rich, you'll never believe this. They let me operate the ride." So you always gonna be the one-upper.
Oh,
So
I see.
said, yeah, they let me go in there and do the controls. Like, let's go.
That's not how this ride works.
No, or the unions.
No, exactly.
And then we went to the gift shop. I bought so much stuff that I bought the original Star Tours shirt.
Oh.
And it was like $15. But back then, that was a lot of money. And I put it over my shoulder as I was getting everything else. And as I walked out, we were out of the park. It's like, oh, I didn't pay for this shirt.
Oh.
And being the good boy I was, they let me back in so I could pay for the shirt.
Wow.
$15. That's a lot of money.
That's very sweet, sweetie.
This little kid who just had a pocket full of money orders.
Where is that shirt?
That's a great question. Right now I'm wearing my other Star Tours shirt.
Yeah.
Which makes me look very official. So whenever people ask me when I'm wearing this, if I've worked on Star Tours, I say, yes. Yes, I did.
Because when someone asks you if you are a god, you say yes.
Then they're like, wait a minute, you weren't the rebel spy. You didn't work on Star Tours. So they called me right out. So before we get to the next iteration of Star Tours, we were the last guests on the last Star Tours ride here at Disneyland in July of 2010.
Yes. Before it closed.
Yeah, because there were like there were 6 cars.
4. There's 4 here.
Okay, four Star Speeders, and they were all going to go at the same time, but we kind of stalled, and I think you had to tie your shoe, and I tripped, or whatever we could do, so we would be the last Star Speeder to ride it.
And it was really funny because even in the queue line, people were like letting people go ahead of them.
They wanted to be the last car.
And then people were kind of Disney bounding as some of the characters, like that one woman who has the side curls on her head.
Yeah, the announcer.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah. And we had Dave with us, so we were talking to the operator. So, what's your name? Where are you from? Just anything, so we could get on that ride a couple of seconds after the other cars had gone.
Yeah.
So, woohoo! Last ones.
It was really neat.
Then Star Tours closed for a bit, and about less than a year.
Yeah.
And then it reopened as Star Tours: The Adventures Continue here at Disneyland in June 2011. But Disney's Hollywood Studios got it 1 month ahead of us in May.
But because we were annual pass holders, we got to do like annual pass holder previews. Do you remember that? This is when we rode it like 6 times in a row, and I found that was my limit of Star Tours rides.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to the opening ceremony of Star Tours, but something happened. Don't know what. Mix up of communication. And we got there very early, and we were like behind a gate when the event had started.
Yeah, it was around the corner.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, if this is a Darth Vader ballet and we're missing it, oh, there will be hell to pay.
Yeah.
But this new opening ceremony lasted like 3 minutes.
It wasn't that long. Yeah,
Yeah.
by the time we were like done trying to ask cast members, hey, can you let us over there? This is why we're here.
Hmm.
It was over. So
Yeah, then they let us ride. We rode so many times because there were so many different new combinations.
mhm.
There were new locations like Kashyyyk and Otogunga on Naboo, Theed, which is my favorite of the locations.
Yeah.
Because that N1 starfighter just burst through the screen.
Oh, it's the best ending.
Yeah, oh, it really is.
And it really freaks people out.
Yeah, it's the only one that really comes out at you.
Yeah. And people in the front row
To
are
the
like, oh,
extreme.
yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, we were pod racing on Tatooine. We crashed an AT-AT battle on Hoth.
Anyone who's watching right now, put in the comments, what is your favorite combination or the one that really sticks in your memory?
Yeah, they were going to do just the prequel locations, and then someone said, "Oh, come on, we've got to do Hoth. We've
Oh,
got to do Hoth and an AT-AT battle."
yeah.
So Lucas was one to say, "All right, let's do it." And wait a minute, what if someone questions the
Timeline?
canonicity? Is that a word? The canon of the whole thing.
The timeline.
The timeline. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucas said maybe the Empire attacked ahead of the time they attacked in The Empire Strikes Back. So Lucas didn't care about timelines. He just wanted to see an AT-AT battle too,
Mhm.
as did most of us. And what else did they add for this new iteration of Star Tours?
The Rebel Spy.
Why did you bring that up?
And
Why did you bring that up?
interactive, like one of you on the Star Speeder gets to be the Rebel Spy and they show your face. Who here in the comments, who has been the Rebel Spy? Who's been Rebel Spy 9.5 times? Me.
Yes, we know you. Yes, yes, we know this.
Richard, how many times have you been the Rebel Spy?
Have you seen Rebel Spy Reject?
Yes, I have.
Then you know it's nonce. Nonce time have I been the Rebel Spy. I am the Reject. We even went last night. Still not it. Still not it.
Oh.
All right, so for more fun information on Star Tours, go back to our episode 152 where we spoke with Imagineer Mark Eads.
Mhm.
So much new information I'd never known about Star Tours.
We will also link that in our show notes.
All right, now let's move on to Star Wars weekends. And this began in 1997, but then didn't return again until the year 2000, went to 2001, and then it skipped over 2002, and from 2003 until 2015, it ran annually at the Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Mhm.
And you'll wonder, wait a minute, why didn't you go in 1999, the year of the Phantom Menace, or 2002, the year of Attack of the Clones? It was right there, but no one seems to know why they skipped those times. But when it did begin in February of 1997, it was very successful. Now, many of the guests who appeared there were film and animation stars. We had James Arnold Taylor, the aforementioned Matt Lanter, Ashley Eckstein.
Wait, who? My dreamboat? No, I love you. I love you.
Mhm. I know I shouldn't have brought him up again. But then a lot of stars from the films, like Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill and Jake
Mhm.
Lloyd. Why didn't we go to any of these?
I don't know.
Kenny Baker?
Yeah, well, we finally went
Right.
in 2014.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
well, they were held during the summertime. That's a really hard time for us to get away. So
May.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little out there.
yeah, May and June. So I just answered my own question. Phil Brown was one of the guests.
Wow.
And Phil Brown, he played Uncle Owen in Star Wars.
Mhm.
And I really wanted to go and see him. And so I could apologize for making his wife yell at him one time.
Oh no.
I saw him at a convention, Phil Brown.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I've never seen this man at any other convention. So I said, hey, can you tell us any behind the scenes stories on Star Wars? He's like, no, I don't really recall much. And there was other fans like, how about working with George Lucas and Mark Hamill? Yeah, they were nice. And his wife said, Phil, these people want to hear stories. Tell them something. She really laid into him.
Wow.
Which was, yes, we're here because of you. We want to hear some stories. Tell us something. We just paid for your autograph.
Yeah.
Tell us Tell us
We
something.
want to know.
Yeah. David Prowse was there 3 times, which is very surprising since after Return of the Jedi, Lucasfilm didn't want anything to do with David Prowse.
Hmm.
But I guess being maybe someone from Disney contacted him and didn't really let Lucasfilm know.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
That
knows?
I wish we could have seen that.
Yeah.
George Lucas appeared for the Star Tours The Adventures Continue opening ceremony in 2011. Let's go ahead and show them this.
Okay.
Look at that. There's Lucas and all the friends.
All the friends. Oh my
Jedi
gosh.
Mickey and Donald Trooper.
And that's one of the things that they don't do anymore is the Disney
the-
characters dressed as
Yeah, the mashups.
the mashups. And it's so sad because look how cute they are.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we took a day, thankfully, and took all the pictures with all these characters.
There's Goofy Vader. There's
Mhm.
R2MK. Well, go back to R2MK in the
Okay.
picture beforehand.
Oh,
Look at that little Mickey Mouse droid.
Ah.
Oh, how
That's
cute
the
is that?
best.
Oh my goodness, so adorable.
There's a Stormtrooper Donald. Look at his
Mhm.
little feet. They're in Stormtrooper armor. Oh my god. And then the best, the
The
Chipwalks.
Chipwalks. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the Chipwalks. Yay.
We have several pictures with them.
We do. I'm going to go through a few of these pictures here on YouTube. First of all, they had this really cool stage.
Yeah, they had all these new shows, the new
Mhm.
character meet and greets.
Yeah, here.
This was huge.
Yeah, look at a stage show each night with all the characters. There's Princess Leia doing her pose from the poster.
Yeah,
See right
yeah,
there?
and Luke, yeah.
Yeah, and there's Vader and Stormtroopers. And oh, there's Darth Maul over here flipping around.
Yeah, this was great. But I gotta say, I'm glad they got rid of Hyperspace Hoopla.
Yeah,
That was just a mockery of the characters, and
yeah.
somehow that got by.
Oh, also, by the way, the year we were there,
No, Jeremy
Jeremy
Bullock, and Warwick Davis.
Mhm.
There's R2 and 3PO,
Yeah.
and oh my god, Kit Fisto, and there's Darth Maul. Oh my goodness.
And one of the great things about Star Wars Weekends is a really great way to meet with some of the actors, especially new faces
Mm.
in Star Wars. So in 2014, they were promoting Star Wars Rebels, and this was Tia Sarkar's first time at
Mhm.
Star Wars Weekends, and she didn't know what to make of the whole thing, but look how adorable she is.
Yeah, this was like 2 days after her birthday.
Oh yeah.
So we opened up with "Happy Birthday,"
Aw.
and she looked at us surprisingly like, "How do you know my birthday? How do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
And she was so happy because
Mhm.
now she's being welcomed by all these Star Wars fans who actually want to know something about her, not
Yeah.
just Sabine, but about Tia Sarkar.
Right. Also, we met
Oh.
James Arnold Taylor. So great.
Look how happy we are.
Oh, and okay. Here's some of the we went around the one day and
Okay.
literally just to take pictures with all the characters. We spent 6 hours. We were in costume. That's another thing, you could dress up as well. So I'm in my Jedi Tink, and here's Chewie and an Ewok, and then here are the Chipwalks. The best. This is like my favorite picture of us, I think. They're so cute.
Mm,
And then Richard, you got into a battle with a Gamorrean guard.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
look at this, Mickey and Minnie with us. And then speaking of
Oh.
Asajj Ventress was a face character too. And here I am fighting her as Jedi Tink.
I was fighting Gamorreans. You were fighting Dark Apprentices.
Yep. And then here's kind of a mashup of pictures. Got pictures with Tusken Raider. Ashley Eckstein was promoting her universe and had a whole booth
Mm-hmm.
there. And then an awesome picture with Anakin. And I think the Jedi and Anakin were switching out, and we managed to get it at the
Yeah.
time when they're switching.
Yeah.
So we got pictures with all of these characters.
Yeah,
Who is
Kit
this?
Fisto
Okay.
was leaving, and then
Yes.
Mace and Anakin stepped in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Kit, before you leave, give
Yeah.
us that big smile.
Uh,
He didn't feel like smiling, but then it was really hot that day.
so awesome. And of course, Star Wars Weekends was where we finally met in person
Yeah.
my fangirl friends, Teresa Delgado and Trisha Barr. And there we are.
We met a lot of our friends
Yeah.
during this weekend.
Lots of
The
you.
Mandervillians, Matt
Mhm.
Clifton,
So cool.
Dan Barry,
That's right.
Elizabeth Berry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that was so much fun.
Yes.
And we did a lot of weekly breakdowns because this was every Star Wars weekends was normally 5 weekends. Sometimes it'd be 4, but normally 5. So we'd have correspondents come on and break everything down. And we did a lot of these breakdowns in previous 2014 and 2015 shows.
Mhm.
And we'll put that link up in the show notes as well.
Yes, indeed.
All right. After that, let's go over to 2015. So now let's go over to 2015 with the Run Disney Star Wars Half Marathon Weekends.
Woohoo! All right, hold on a moment while I get this ready.
So these were every year in the month of January over the course of my birthday weekend. Okay, I'm not Rebel Spy. I accept that, but at least Disney did this for me. They gave me a solid and had all these big Star Wars events over my birthday weekend, and I was so happy about this. My sister came out for the first time, and we celebrated over at, what was that restaurant? Trader Joe's, Trader Sam's, one of the traders, and had a lot of our friends meet over there. And the first year in 2015, January 2015,
Yes.
we had just seen the Force Awakens trailer. And who was the breakout star of the Force Awakens trailer?
A little BB-8.
BB-8 as he's rolling across the desert.
Yes.
So we said, hey, we got to cosplay as BB-8.
And keep in mind, this is January 2015. We are 11 months out from seeing The Force Awakens, the actual film, but we did see that teaser trailer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
here's us in our cosplaying BB-8 outfits. The first time anyone's ever cosplayed as BB-8.
And also, I want to note that this was before Run Disney cracked down on what you could wear for your costumes.
They would never let us do
You
these
could
anymore.
not do this anymore. Okay.
We were in big wheels.
Yeah, here.
Check it out.
Okay, go. We're rolling. It's video. Richard, you're rolling right by the
Cars Land.
Cars Land beautiful entrance.
Right by Radiator Springs, and I'm bobbing my head like BB-8 does in the trailer.
And Galaxy's Edge wasn't a thing yet, so you couldn't roll through Galaxy's Edge.
Oh my goodness!
But that was so cool.
Yeah, we still have these outfits. Oh, look, in the picture there.
I'll share in a second.
We see that it's the 5K race. Yeah, there's no way we would have done this in the 10K race.
Yeah, here's our 5K race.
Yeah, big shout out to your dad.
Yes.
Who engineered these outfits.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how do we get these to spin?
Yeah, so they could spin. We had them on both sides, and we made the helmets, which are still in our garage.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
With little lights on them.
You can see it right there. Yeah, little lights. Oh my gosh, look at you. You're so happy.
And there's your mom, who was the smartest of us all, because she wore this very warm R2-D2 robe.
Yes.
It was so cold.
It was very cold.
Freezing. And your mom said, I'm going to cosplay as R2-D2 and be very warm and comfortable.
Yeah. And man, so we did the 5K, the 10K race the next morning, and the half marathon the third morning to do, the challenge. So on the 10K race, I actually ran with my dad, and we had a really cool time. I did R2-D2, and he's wearing the race shirt. And so we ended up running together because we have a similar pace. And our friend Monique as well. Also, they had pictures because Star Wars Rebels is happening at this time. So Ezra and Sabine, they had to take pictures with. So that was great. And what a cool medal, little stormtrooper on it. And then, do you remember the half marathon race, Richard? We did this together, and it was the most gorgeous sunrise ever.
Wait, you ran the half marathon wearing that Darth Vader Mickey helmet?
I did. You did too. No, you didn't. Okay, no. You took off the helmet.
Mm-hmm. There's our friend Obi-Shawn.
Yeah, Obi-Shawn we found in the streets of Anaheim. Yeah, you don't have the helmet on. I guess I ran. Wow, that's crazy. I ran with it, and this is proof that we did it. We did it, and look at my nails. They're R2-D2 nails. Okay. And then here you got
Yeah, they caught me trying to cheat.
stormtroopers.
It's like, you know what? I could do a half marathon, but why when you can only do a quarter marathon by running across the field? They said, nope, get back. Get back.
What are these? What kind of troopers are they?
Those are biker scouts.
Biker scouts, yes. And then by mile 13, though, Richard, you were on the ground.
Yeah. I was like, we have what, 0.1 more mile to go?
Yeah,
Come on, get up.
0.2. Yep. But we did it. We did
We
it.
did it.
Woohoo.
And this ran for a couple of years. The
Mhm.
Star Wars, the Run Disney races.
Yeah. And then they kiboshed the whole Run Disney at the West at Disneyland
Mhm.
Resort for a while until this past year. Woohoo.
Right.
But
But
we finally have them again.
now it's more generic themed. But we need the Star Wars and the Marvel Run Disney races were in
Oh.
November.
They were so great. And I know some of you in the comments, you came to our meetups way back then.
Mhm.
So thank you for joining us. And yeah, come the Halloween half marathon, we'll have to have another meetup
Yeah.
that time.
Well, best of all, this forced us to get into shape.
It did. As you can see, we were very much in shape.
Yes.
Not right now after the pandemic. Oh well. Trying to get back.
All right. Well, there were a lot of things happening in 2015 in the Disney parks. Let's jump to November 2015 when we got Season of the Force here at Disneyland. All right, now this happened over at Tomorrowland and included Hyperspace Mountain, Star Wars Launch Bay, which was a very high-end Disney shop and meet and greet center. And they had Force Awakens models on display. They had some behind the scenes videos going on. You could meet Chewbacca and Darth Vader and Boba Fett. And once again, the very, very, very high end gift shop. Oh, look.
Okay. Just wait until I share this and then start talking because I can't focus on both.
Okay.
All right, so Star Wars Launch Bay, the first time we got in there, it looked like it was the Galactic Archives.
Yeah.
Right, so you
the
took some
Jedi
pictures
Temple
there.
Archives.
Yeah. And then also they had this really cool cantina area set up. This
Yeah.
is before Oga's Cantina.
And this is where Boba Fett was hanging out,
Mhm.
whereas Vader and Chewbacca were more in a room where you had to get in line to see them.
Yeah.
Boba Fett was normally hanging out here in the cantina.
Yeah. I don't think we got pictures with him that time, but it was really cool. This is when the Tomorrowland area was rethemed Galactic Grill for the food.
Mhm.
And of course they had fun food and merch like this was Darth Vader
Death by Dark Chocolate.
Death by Darth chocolate. Yes. So good. And then Richard, you got a Chewbacca mug.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very cute. And then of course, Hyperspace Mountain. Woohoo!
And that's coming back very soon.
Yes, very soon. This Friday.
This was the first time they ever did an overlay on Space Mountain, which was
Mhm.
Hyperspace Mountain. So you were going into a rebellion imperial attack.
So amazing.
Yeah, and you could hear all the familiar voices of Ashley Eckstein and Vanessa Marshall playing rebel pilots.
And we did have a meetup as well. So we had a bunch of us meet up. We all rode Hyperspace Mountain. And some of you, see, we got lots of fun people here meet up. And here's, we filled up like 4 cars in a Hyperspace Mountain. So there's you, Richard. You're driving. There's me flying the Hyperspace Mountain. There's Justin Smith. Justin, if you're watching.
What is he doing? What is Justin doing? What kind of hand signal is he giving us here?
He's got the Vulcan hand greeting. That's so
This is the
funny.
first time I've ever noticed that.
Thank you, Justin.
Well, also at Season of the Force,
Mhm.
there was the show called The Path of the Jedi. This was a show that was screened at the Tomorrowland Theater, and this was a 4D montage of scenes from all the Star Wars films shown thematically rather than chronologically, and it ended with a teaser to The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So that was a really fun show because once again it was 4D, so they had smoke in your face during some of the smoky scenes, and you felt the rain and the flashes of light.
So cool.
And also we got a new iteration of the Jedi training over at the plaza at the
Yeah, right here, the Tomorrowland Theater.
Yes. This was called Jedi Training Trials of the Temple.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? As an asterisk, this didn't start until December.
Okay.
So it started like a month later.
Well, they had always had Jedi training for quite a while, quite some time, but they added characters like the seventh.
But then it shut down.
Right. Okay.
And then it opened up with this new iteration called Trials of the Temple. And it drew inspiration from Rebels and The Force Awakens.
Right. But it's only kids up to age 12 who could do this, unfortunately.
You only participate in being the Jedis in training.
Until
we have a friend named Matt Cox who's got another podcast out there called Breakfast with the Brits.
Yeah, and so he got to do the training
because he's blind.
Yes,
he's blind, so they let him in, and he's like the only adult. And we asked him, "Is he the only adult to ever do this?" They said, "Yes, he's the only adult to ever do the Jedi training with the kids."
Yes.
So if Matt's going out there, I'm going out there with him. You can see me to the left all the way. I'm taking video of Matt.
Yeah, you're his helper, but you're taking video.
Yeah, I told him, "Hey, I gotta help him out there." Matt doesn't need any help.
Yeah, it was so cool. Here, he's fighting off Darth Maul. Sorry for the dark picture there. The lighting wasn't great. Oh, there you are, Richard. Like in Darth Vader's face. Where is that video?
That's a great question.
I'm sure we gave it to Matt.
I'm sure it's buried in our phone somewhere.
Yeah.
But look at the phone I'm using. That's my R2D2 phone.
Oh, fun. That's awesome.
But if you want a fun breakdown of this and a discussion with Matt Cox, go back to episode 88 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We break the whole thing down.
And once again, we will put those in our show notes.
All right. Then Season of the Force kind of continued in January of 2017 at Disneyland, and they had a Rogue One theme.
Right.
So there were new banners with Rogue One characters, which lined the Tomorrowland area, and Launch Bay updated its main display with models of the U-Wing and Krennic's Imperial Shuttle, and that was just about it.
Right.
That was all that was new to Season of the Force.
Exactly. And then also Disneyland Paris Resort, they had their own version of that, first held between January 14th and March 26th of 2017. So they also got it in on the Rogue One hype.
Yeah, so check out episode 101 for our Disneyland breakdown of Season of the Force, Season 1. Season 1 of Season of the Force. You can find it, episode 101.
All right, give me one moment. Do you guys remember Season of the Force? Let us know. I'm gonna.
Kelly is saying they should use those for Star Wars Days at Sea.
That was a long time ago. I don't know what that's referring to now. Okay, but let's do the pictures.
Hyperspace Mountain is one of my favorite overlays. Oh, that was so much fun. We thought at that point this is as immersive as any ride can get. All right, give us a second while we load up the next batch of videos and pictures because we have a little ways to go. We're only on 2017. That was 7 years ago.
Wow. All right, I am ready. Do you want to preface this? And I will.
So from there, we head over to Galactic Nights. And this happened in 2017 and 2018. And these were Star Wars themed nights at Walt Disney World Hollywood Studios. And this was meant to replicate a movie premiere in a theme park setting. And one event took place in December of 2017 for The Last Jedi. And the other was held in May of 2018 for Solo, A Star Wars Story.
And we have to give a shout out to Laughing Place, who covered this article. Our friend Jeremiah Good.
Yeah, they covered these events. Yeah.
2017 Galactic Nights. So we're showing pictures here from their website. Here, they have a step and repeat wall.
See, this was meant to replicate a movie premiere with the red carpet.
Yeah.
And a lot of banners.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And themed credentials that you could then go around and gather stickers to fill out your credential card. It was pretty neat. See, he went around and gathered stickers from all the different places you could take pictures on the themed backdrops, and he covered his whole lanyard with cool stickers.
Nice.
Yeah.
There were more themed backdrops. There was themed food.
Yeah.
And they had panels.
Yes, panels about Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge, yeah.
With I believe the Imagineer, who
Scott
always
Trowbridge?
Yes, Scott Trowbridge was there.
Yeah.
It
So-
was really neat. Oh, and they had on the Hollywood Tower of Terror
Oh, hyperspace.
hyperspace going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Very neat.
So there were a lot of special Star Wars nights happening on both coasts and really all over the world at Disney parks. Then Disneyland said, "Hey, come on, we need some of this love." So they did Disneyland After Dark, Star Wars nights at Disneyland.
So amazing. Yeah, so the first Star Wars themed night After Dark event was held in May of 2018. Now, this is to note the first Disneyland After Dark event was a throwback night that happened in 2017. But the first Star Wars themed one was 2018. And the tickets sold out so fast for that one night that they added a second evening that year. So there was 2 Star Wars nights, which is so cute because now it's pretty much happened every year.
For like several nights.
So now this year in 2024, there are 8 nights, always a Tuesday and a Thursday throughout April and May. And yeah, so this is the most they've ever had, the most nights. I think last year they had 6, the year before they had 4. So they keep on adding like another week of nights.
Now they really could make these Star Wars nights into like almost like what they had for Star Wars weekends and have celebrities.
That would be so fun.
Okay, the celebrities could be here in 20 minutes. They're up the street. Not like in Florida. Well, I'm sure Ashley Eckstein does have a house in Florida. But here, they should really have some celebrity guests just to change things up every year. Because these Star Wars nights are fun, but there's not a whole lot of new stuff happening every single year. It's a lot of the same backdrops, same characters. Sometimes we'll have new characters. Last year was very, very exciting because they had Queen Amidala. Not Senator, but Queen Amidala.
And what was fun about that was that, well, they didn't announce that they would have that character until all the Star Wars nights were sold out. So unless you had already bought in, you didn't know that this was happening. And she was the big draw of the night. In fact, so big that Courtney, Kelly, and I, and some other friends we met in line, Jen Diz, we all got in line before the event even started to meet up with Queen Amidala. And the line was so long that they decided to give out wristbands so that you could come back during a certain hour that night, which was great. Because otherwise we would have spent 3 hours of the 4-hour event in line to meet Queen Amidala.
And who else did you meet at that Royal Theater?
Okay.
Just go ahead and say it. Just say it.
It was Anakin, and it was dreamy Anakin. Holy buckets. He Twitter-pated all of us. Okay, so I'm going to share a video. I'm sorry, this is like fangirl day here. I'm sorry, Richard.
You know what? It's Anakin.
Yeah.
So I'm good with this.
Yeah. Now, okay, so I'm gonna play a video that I have on our Instagram, but you'll see it now.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Ooh.
You'll have to come visit us on the bridge
Are you watching over the princess? I mean the queen. The Jedi Council?
That was my mission given to me.
Oh, nice. Hello, Queen Amidala.
Pleasure to see you. I like the attire tonight.
Thank you. You know what? I'm not familiar with the niceties in Naboo. Am I supposed to bow? Am I supposed to curtsy?
That's all right. You can call me Padme too. That's okay.
Padme, really? Is there a reason why Anakin is wandering about?
He's being my loyal bodyguard tonight. Yeah. Making sure there's no funny business around.
Nice. Well, thank you. You look beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Ooh.
You'll have to come visit us on the bridge.
The force be with you.
Ooh.
Now, do you know where you wouldn't see that? Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
If you have the Phantom Menace Queen and the Revenge of the Sith Anakin.
I didn't even realize that until later. I was showing you the pictures, and you're like, yeah, this Anakin doesn't go with that Amidala. I'm like, I don't care.
But they never took pictures together, did they?
No, I don't. No.
No, that would blow the minds of too many people.
Because Anakin was being her bodyguard.
So I had to step away.
Oh, so funny. Oh my
Can you
god.
imagine the backlash of people who just can't let a good thing go
Yeah. but
and call out the breaking continuity and breaking the timeline. You know what? At this point, we can always say it's the multiverse.
It is. And we did do a vlog of that 2022 Star Wars Nights, and we'll link that in the show notes. It's a really fun one.
So you were meeting Padme and Anakin. I was meeting the Jawas.
Yeah.
I love me some Jawas.
You were meeting the Jawas, and you were in Galaxy's Edge when they did a whole show.
Yeah, that's true. Unexpected, this show broke out where the Resistance wanted all of the guests at Galaxy's Edge, but the First Order was trying to recruit them, and the Resistance was trying to recruit them. Can't tell you who won in case they do it again this year. I'm sure
They will. They are going to do it this year.
Okay.
They already announced it.
Our friend Aaron is in there. Aaron
He's
Weston
thinking our
Dort.
videos are fake.
Well, no, he's where'd it go?
Oh,
I call fake news
fake news. Got it. Oh, that's funny.
with Anakin and Padme together.
Oh, any videos of the Jawas? That would be in our vlog.
Yeah.
The vlog. So that's on YouTube, our vlog. Just if you go to our YouTube channel, which I think you're there already.
Mhm.
Just search our YouTube channel for
Star Wars
Night
Nights 2020.
2, I believe, or 23. Vlog, just vlog. Yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars Nights vlog, and I'll get you right there.
Yeah. And night spelled Nite.
Okay, so what happened in 2019? Let's jump to 2019. What was there anything that happened in 2019 at Disneyland when concerning a Star Wars crossover? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. No, it would be Galaxy's Edge.
Oh,
2019 was all about Galaxy's Edge. Okay, who here in the comments? What's your favorite part about Galaxy's Edge? If you haven't gone, please let us know what you would want to do first. And for now, we're just so excited because this is a whole 14 acres of land, both at Disneyland and Disney World.
a very immersive land. This opened in May 2019 here at Disneyland, and in August 2019 at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Mhm.
And this is when you had to reserve a spot, and they would let groups in like for a 4-hour chunk of time.
Right. Yeah, you get like colored wristbands for that
Yes.
chunk of time.
So at the end of that time period, they would escort everyone out unless you hung back at a gift shop. If you're in a gift shop, they ain't kicking you out of nowhere.
No.
So we were in the gift shop when our 4-hour scheduled time was over.
Yeah.
So we could, go into the other groups
Mhm.
and see Galaxy's Edge for 8 hours. Why see it for 4 hours when you can see it for a full 8 hours? Just cover your wrists.
But the very first time we went, I remember we got an 8 p.m. slot, 8 p.m. to midnight, and the sun was going down and it's dark. And we didn't find Savi's workshop until very, very late in the entire game. But everything else we had seen, but it was really hard. It was like I got into that land and I'm like, I don't know where the bathrooms are at Disneyland. This is so weird. And I've since found where the refreshers are.
Yes.
But yes.
Well, you were
it's
looking for
so
bathrooms.
funny.
They don't have bathrooms. They have refreshers.
No, they have refreshers. That's right.
Oh, and the merchandise.
Yeah. So on Instagram, we have some reels saved. I'm going to just play them as we talk
Yeah,
here.
all in-universe merchandise at the time.
All right. And this is like our very first time waiting to go into Galaxy's Edge. One of the cast members had a Lothcat, and I knew immediately that I needed a Lothcat.
Oh, he was a walking billboard.
Yeah, look at this. Look at that. It's a little Lothcat. He's so cute. He's going rawr. And his little, oh my goodness. Amazing. So yeah, we love that Lothcat. Oh. Whoops. Oh, here we go. Okay. So as we talk. So, okay, Jason, Jason is commenting. He was able to go last year for the first time. Loved being immersed in Star Wars and having the characters walk by. It was like the first time going to Disney World and riding Star Tours. And of course, the fireworks from Galaxy's Edge are gorgeous. Teresa Delgado came. She built a droid. And we saw a proposal at the Millennium Falcon, apparently.
There were
I
a
know.
couple proposals
Yeah.
at the Millennium Falcon.
And then, of course, Oga's
Oga's
Cantina.
Cantina. Those are menus and all these new drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuzzy tauntaun is not to be missed.
That's Tawny Ray, which is the Alderanian wine that is teal. It's very odd, but we had a fun time. Oh, and there's what Galaxy's Edge looks like from the back, from the parking.
You always got to see the
structure.
back sides of stuff at Disney.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. My goodness.
So luckily, we were able to go with a couple of friends who wanted to build lightsabers.
Yes.
So we were able to see the whole lightsaber building procedure at Savi's workshop.
Mhm.
And we got to say, it's been 5 years and we still haven't built our own lightsaber yet.
That's very true. We have not.
But we have built a droid.
Yes,
And here's
two.
Duck Undar's Den of Antiquities.
Oh, and a
Yeah,
black
all of
spire.
those laser blasts and holes in the wall all have stories to them. If you read some of the Star Wars novels and comic strips, comic books, here we are back inside of Oga's Cantina. There's DJ Rex. They brought him back. How could you do another Star Wars land and not bring back the fan favorite DJ Rex? Yeah.
And here's a drink they don't have here in Galaxy's Edge West, which is the Bespin Fizz. And I'm sad they don't have it anymore. Yeah,
That was a good drink.
that was very
That-
good. Oh, there's your
And
fuzzy
the fuzzy
tauntaun.
tauntaun. Oh. They took that off the menu for a while.
They
Then brought
did.
it back.
Yeah, it's back.
Yeah, so if you go to our YouTube channel again and just look up Galaxy's Edge, you'll see a ton of breakdown videos. One of my favorite was going to the locals
Mhm.
and talking to them and getting their backstories.
Yeah, the locals of Batu.
Yeah.
So cool. Wow. Oh, well, we love that. Anyone else? No one else shared their stories yet?
And at that point, they had Chewbacca and Rey as the walk-around characters. Vi Marathi was a
And
walk-around character. They had Kylo Ren,
Ren
and the
Stormtrooper.
First Order Stormtroopers.
Mhm.
And since then, they've added Boba Fett and Fennec Shand and Ahsoka Tano and Harrison Dula
Yeah.
and R2D2.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. And the Mandalorian
Yeah.
and Grogu.
Hera, you said
Yeah,
Hera.
that said Hera,
Yep.
yeah, and Chopper.
Who do we want? I want Asajj Ventress.
Oh yeah.
That would be amazing.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
And so they gotta somehow fit the acolyte into this.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta call out Aaron. Aaron met with Boba Fett. Remember Boba
Oh
Fett
yeah,
came right over?
we were hanging out with Aaron
Mhm.
at Galaxy's Edge, and Boba Fett came over.
Yeah. Super cool.
So and most times the characters will walk right by us,
Mm-hmm.
but we had Aaron with us, so they came over to us.
Yep. Aaron, you're a good calling card.
Yes, and Rise of the Resistance, as Kelly's pointing out, this wasn't open yet. Because of earthquakes that just happened, they had to push back the opening to Rise of the Resistance to January 17th, 2020, the day after my birthday.
Yes. But on your birthday, we got to go to a press event.
Yes.
And ride it. So that was neat. All right. Wow. Well, Galaxy's Edge, of course, is still open, and we're
Yes.
still so happy.
Yeah, and I love the fact that we've been to both Galaxy's Edge in one day.
One day.
In the one in Florida and the one out here in Anaheim.
Yep.
Yeah, when was this? Last year?
Was
20
it 2023? I want to say.
Yeah.
What day? Wait, 2020? I don't know.
Yeah, so
Oh my god.
we went to Disney's Hollywood Studios. We ran into Galaxy's Edge, took a little video, and ran back. Got to the airport. Our friend Dave picked us up. We hightailed it to Disneyland
We
because
didn't even go home first.
we only had
3 hours.
minutes. Yeah, when we got there and got into the park, we had literally minutes to get into Galaxy's Edge and place our footsteps into the park, into the land, just so we can say we've been to both Galaxy's Edge in one day.
Yep. It was
I've always
fun.
wanted to do that.
What a
Yeah.
crazy day.
And if you look at our Instagram, our reels, you'll see our video of us going from land to land.
Mhm. So fun.
All right, now let's jump ahead to 2022.
Yes.
And this is the ultimate Star Wars Disney Parks crossover, the Galactic Star Cruiser. And this opened in March of 2022, but we were able to go there in February of 2022 on a media outing.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Thank you, Disney.
look at our vlogs, our reels, our breakdowns of Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah, but also I'll play a few right here. Got Instagram highlights reel saved of the Star Cruiser, which is just, it's so cool because it's, it's like a 2-night, 45-hour live action role playing, choose your own adventure experience. Like, it's so hard to describe because it really is indescribable.
Yeah, I think if you tell people it is the 45-hour dinner show theater,
right,
they'll get more of an idea of what it is. That's really, you can't say it's a Star Wars hotel because there's no relaxing at all. You're on an adventure.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's like a simulated cruise in outer space. You have your own room.
Here we have Teresa, and she's checking out our cabin.
Yeah, has a drop-down bed, which is very
very comfortable. Oh, look at all those star charts.
Yeah.
You look outside the window, and it is not a window; it's a star field.
Yeah, that's right.
And the food was amazing. I don't think I've ever had food like this anytime, anywhere, because they had this dinner show, the Gaia dinner show. Oh, there's the food right there.
Yeah. Oh, the waffles, the bubble waffles.
Yeah.
And the Ray bread.
Everything was in universe.
Yeah.
They had all the blue milk you could drink. Now the Gaia dinner show, this was just amazing because it was you had a 5-course dinner?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Gaia would come on out and sing these awesome numbers. Then, the first order had to come in and then interrupt things.
Yes.
Just as they do. So it was a show within a show.
Yeah. So amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to go fast forward to that, but yeah. But yeah, again, we've done, actually, there's a whole playlist on our YouTube channel of all the Galactic Star Cruiser videos that we've put together with Fangirls Going Rogue, with us, and our experiences. And as you can see, everyone there is like filming.
Yeah, this
was like the vlogger cruise.
Yeah, this was the media stay. So everyone there were influencers and vloggers and YouTubers. So everyone had all their camera units and rigs and stuff.
You can see it in every shot. It's pretty funny.
I think we're in like so many other people's videos.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cool. First time Kelly went to Galaxy's Edge, she piloted the Falcon with a broken arm. Because you can. Awesome.
And they did not forget the vintage Star Wars fans on this media event, because they had Gourmanda bites, little snacks, which was, I believe, a call out to us.
I think one of the coolest things was the fact that they had characters, like people.
Oh, Lieutenant Croy.
Lieutenant Croy was great.
Was fantastic.
Yep. You could, and then you had like bridge training. There's Sammy. You had bridge training, so you could fly the ship, train how to fly the ship, which was really neat. Yeah, so many cool things.
Yeah, just the prosthetics and the masks. These were very expensive to apply to the actors. So they put a lot into this. So the fact that it was as much as it was is very warranted. And we will fight to the mat to let everyone know that it was expensive, but it was extremely well worth it, because you not only got to experience the hotel, but you also got a pass to Disney's Hollywood Studios. That's a couple $100 right there. And part of your adventure led into Hollywood Studios and Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
And you got to go to the front of the line for Rise of the Resistance, and everyone that treated you like you were cast members from the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Oh yeah, no, like you were
part of the story. They knew that you were
citizens.
part of the Galactic Star Cruiser story,
right?
So they could relate with you on that
level.
Like, hey, did you see Gaia's show last night? Or
there she is.
There's Gaia right there. Yeah.
Oh, and Uwani.
Uwani, So they would ask, "Hey, are you part of the rebellion? Part of the resistance, or are you siding with the First Order, or are you a smuggler?" Look at Uwani.
She's
She
grooving.
is Garou, and that mask.
Rocking out.
She's a Rhodian, and that mask was probably the best I've ever seen anywhere in terms of meet and greet characters.
She would talk like
She
her
would-
mouth would move. Her
yes.
mouth moves.
Yes, it talks, and it would amplify Rhodian. How do you speak?
Hmm.
And we were just standing there staring at her.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Right.
Wow.
This was, of course, during the pandemic, so we all had to wear masks.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go to Batu. Amazing.
Oh, look what we're wearing right there. We're wearing these. This was
Oh yeah.
to let everyone know these
Passenger.
pins that we were part of the Galactic Star Cruiser. Oh, look at this. Here's
Oh.
our media badge.
Wow. Media voyage. Super cool.
Yeah, so Ray and Chewbacca would sometimes pull you to the side for another secret mission. Oh, all right, I'm missing it too much right now.
I know, and we were gonna go again, and we just never made reservations, and then they closed it. Oh. So now we're just gonna soak up all the Star Wars we can at Disneyland
Mm-hmm.
when Season of the Force opens this week, April 5th, Friday. We will be there. If you guys are coming, let us know. We are doing a meetup at 7 p.m. Anyone who is there or wants to join us, we're doing it late in the day because it is a Friday. So hopefully you can get there after work. But at 7 p.m., we're going to meet at the Galactic Grill, have some food, and then do a ride on Star Tours. And after that, who knows? We do have the fireworks coming. That will be Star Wars music playing in Galaxy's Edge. So we are excited about that. But we'll be sharing all of that in next week's episode. Yeah.
And go to YouTube, like we keep on saying, because we're gonna have a lot of stuff there, and on Instagram to
Yeah.
highlight all the highlights of Season of the Force, season 2.5.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I would say season. Yeah, I don't know. It's not. They don't really have seasons, really.
No.
But it's like the third time they've done it.
Yes,
Kind
but the
of.
second time was more a couple
A
banners
0.5.
and a model.
Yeah.
Half a season.
Also looking very much forward to the Star Tours theming, where they're going to add Ahsoka, Andor, and
Mandalorian. I'm wondering if they're going to continue with the Rebel Spy. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm
I'm
not
sure they are.
Yeah, I'm not looking ahead, but just saying. If they
Maybe.
do, I just know who's not going to be it.
And maybe I'll be 10
Oh, I know you'll be 10.5 times. That goes without saying. All right, so join us next week for all the latest updates on Season of the Force.
Woohoo! Star Wars and Disney parks. They've done so much.
Okay.
All right. Skywalkers, it is that time. In April, we want to give a huge shout out to the Skywalking Force. I will do that again.
Okay, please. So this is one of our favorite.
Go ahead.
So this is one of our favorite parts of any episode where we get to thank you, part of the Skywalking Force.
That's right. So those of you
So this is one of our favorite parts of the show where we get to thank the Skywalking Force. Those are those people. Oh.
oh my god. Can you tell we didn't write notes on this?
Well, yeah, okay. So this is our favorite part of any episode. All right. Okay.
You want me to do it?
Yes,
Okay.
now we get the giggles.
Okay.
So this is the favorite part of any episode where we get to thank the Skywalking Force.
This is our Patreon. And so each month we shout out all the members. And this month we have like 3 to 5 members added. So we want
Yeah.
to thank you, Skywalkers. So thank you so much to Peter and Norma Heitman,
Courtney Turkel,
Kelly Turkel,
Meredith Duckworth,
Bryn McKinnon,
Anthony Kikias,
Carl Fox,
Christopher Marino,
Darren Irvine,
Jennifer Cole,
Reynold Gobey,
Patty Hammond,
Terry Lee,
Lisa Barry,
Leanne Nelson,
Blessed Cheesemaker,
Chica Vent,
Dave Kerwin,
Don Glover,
Garrett Sessions,
John Liang,
John Zancanaro,
Julie Gildersleeve,
Cato Ryder,
Laura Bryce,
Michael Nip,
Patty Nazarian,
Robert Avila,
Scott Carmichael.
Avila,
I don't know. Avila? Say Robert Avila.
Robert Avila,
Scott Carmichael,
Scott Hume,
Terry Lee,
Wesley Meecombs,
Dale Erdman,
Dan Boris,
Derek Beebe,
Glenn Stein,
Jeremy and Heather Hunt,
Julie Caruana,
Michael Corbett,
Michael Ward,
Nancy Steinman,
Patrick Pine,
Tim Knight,
and Win Patterson.
That's me.
So thank you to all of the Skywalking Force. Once again, these shows and this network takes quite a bit of income to keep running because of the Libsyn,
Yeah, the Libsyn fees and
the post shows.
yeah,
You
all
get
of
to go
that
through Libsyn. That's
in our
quite
internet.
pricey, and the internet and the microphones we use when we go out on the field, and these new microphones we have right here,
And some new lighting.
and new lighting we just got.
Yeah.
Now we're better lit. Now you can see us for better or for worse. For you, it's always good. For me, not so much. I'll stand over here.
Oh, no.
So thank you once again for all that you do. Every cent, every dollar is much appreciated and goes a long way.
And we hope you get a lot of entertainment value out of it. That is our goal. We want you to be a part of this Skywalking network.
Well, that wraps up episode 457 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank all of you Skywalkers for watching us live, for chatting in the Sky Chat, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want five by next week, okay?
Yes, let's do it. All right. Are you interested in our books? Autographed copies of Today in Star Wars History, Parts 1 and 2, and Skywalking Through My Fandom, an interactive notebook are available now from skywalkingthrough.neverland.com/book. I also want to say that those new to the Skywalking Force got a link for discount codes on all of those books. So if you want some discounts, please become a member of the Skywalking Force. Also, we're going to get we do have some new TeePublic merch out right now. We have our Skywalking Through Neverland 10-year anniversary logo design. We've plussed that up to be available on t-shirts or mugs or anything like that. That's at our TeePublic shop. To access that, just simply go to our website, skywalkingthrough.neverland.com, and there's a drop down. One of the menu items says TeePublic or shop or support us. Any one of those will get you to our TeePublic shop.
And any of you who listen to Talking Apes, Sarah made some really fun t-shirts for our Planet of the Apes podcast.
Yeah.
And then if you see us out at a convention coming up, and to hear about all of our upcoming conventions, please listen or watch Things We Want to Share, which is our weekly YouTube show.
Also, I have created a new events calendar on our website.
Yes.
So there is an events tab you can click. You can see all the events coming up, including the meetup for this Friday, but also all of the conventions that we will be attending as well.
And circling back, if you do see us at a convention, you're part of the Skywalking Force, then we will also give you those discounts at the conventions. So not just going through the website, you can
Right.
also meet us in person. Please
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to support Skywalking Through Neverland? I know we can't say this enough. We really appreciate everything that you do. Well, consider supporting us, if you haven't already, through the Skywalking Force, which is our Patreon. The Skywalking Force has access to bonus content in the form of our Zoom discussions on the latest Disney Plus shows. Right now, we're doing The Bad Batch,
That's right.
getting some really fun insight on that.
Yes. And the bonus content begins at only $5 a month to have access to all of the bonus content. We do have a dollar level in case you're, that's all you can give. That's fine. And if you can't give anything, just sharing our show is always amazing.
Yes, and becoming a YouTube subscriber again and again and again.
Yes.
Now, we want to thank our sponsor, Small World Vacations, for their support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park? We can fill out a get a quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge, so check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you. What'd you say, Sky?
Get ready, Skywalkers. Get ready.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
We are part of the Skywalking Network,
Sky.
where you can also find other great shows like Talking Apes. It's the month of April.
So we're celebrating April with tons of new episodes. I think we have 4 episodes coming this month, and we just did one where we talked with Gary Girani, who wrote my childhood. He's the guy who wrote all of the Topps trading cards. Who, if you were born in the 70s and 80s, you had tons of these cards, and he wrote all those cards. We had a great discussion with him. He even invited us over to his home, so we're gonna go see him tomorrow.
That's right.
So when you can meet your childhood heroes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
All right.
Where were we? Oh, yeah. The Max Effects podcast.
Yes, the Neverland Clubhouse.
Totally Tell Me Everything.
Star Warsologies.
And the YouTube shows Collectopolis and Today in Star Wars History.
You can find us on social media. We are at Skywalking Pod for all social media things except for Facebook and YouTube, which you can just search Skywalking Through Neverland. You can also email us, share@skywalkingthrough-neverland.com if you have a lot to say.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
Always remember,
Neverland on
on
Alderaan. And Darth Vader Ballet is now canon.
Kelly, we will see you on the 18th for Star Wars
Woohoo!
night and Season of the Force.
Mhm.
Exciting. You and Courtney. All right, Skywalkers, thank you for joining us. We better end this, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
ending this one. All right. Thank you all. And okay, so Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, we will have our things we want to share
Yes.
for the week, and we'll go over news and other fun stuff with you guys. All right. Thank you guys.
See
Have
you
a good
then.
night.